In the heart of rural India, nestled within the remote village of Kalapur, an unsettling calm hung over the land. The villagers, who usually thrived on routine and community, now gathered in hushed groups beneath darkening skies. Whispers spread like wildfire, filling the air with tension as they spoke of an ancient evil, a name barely uttered for generations, Narakasura. Legends of the malevolent spirit, known for possessing the innocent and driving them to unspeakable madness, resurfaced. As storm clouds gathered over the quiet huts and the wind began to stir unnaturally, a lone villager wandered the deserted streets, glancing over his shoulder. The eerie calm was a sign, the curse had awakened once more. Narakasura was stirring. The villagers of Kalapur gathered around the ancient temple, praying to the gods for protection as a storm raged outside, the air thick with tension and fear. Inside the temple, an elder led a sacred ritual to ward off Narakasura. The villagers, anxious and pale, knelt around him as the storm intensified outside. As the ritual reached its climax, Narakasura's shadowy figure began to manifest at the temple's entrance, his glowing red eyes filling the villagers with terror as the temple shook. As Narakasura's shadowy form grew clearer, the storm outside intensified, shaking the temple walls. The elder, chanting louder, raised his staff high, summoning a glowing barrier around the altar. The villagers trembled in fear, huddling together as Narakasura's glowing red eyes locked onto them, his dark aura creeping into the temple. With a roar, he shattered the barrier, stepping inside. But the elder, eyes burning with determination, called upon the gods once more. A radiant light erupted from the altar, engulfing Narakasura, whose form began to dissolve as his scream echoed through the temple. As Narakasura's form began dissolving in the radiant light, the storm outside eased, and the villagers slowly rose, still shaken but relieved. The elder stood before the fading light of the altar, but a dark mist began swirling unnoticed at the temple's entrance. Sensing something, the elder turned toward it with concern. The mist soon took a more sinister shape, twisting into a darker, more menacing form. While the villagers, unaware of the new danger, began to leave the temple, the elder stepped forward, his staff glowing again. Narakasura's presence returned, his red eyes glowing, but his form flickered between shadow and smoke. As the elder prepared to confront him, the villagers realized the danger and rushed back, panicked. Narakasura lunged forward in his unstable form, but the elder, standing firm, thrust his glowing staff, releasing a powerful burst of light. The temple walls trembled as the two forces clashed once more. Narakasura's shadowy form grew clearer as the storm outside intensified, shaking the temple walls. The elder, chanting louder, raised his staff high, summoning a glowing barrier around the altar. Narakasura shattered the glowing barrier, stepping inside the temple with glowing red eyes, as his dark aura crept in and the villagers trembled in fear. A radiant light erupted from the altar, engulfing Narakasura as his form dissolved, and the elder triumphantly called upon the gods. The storm began to calm. Narakasura's unstable form clashed with the elder's divine light, shaking the temple with intense energy. The villagers, watching in fear, could only hope as the elder stood firm, pouring his strength into the glowing staff. Cracks formed on the temple walls, and the altar's light began to fade, filling the villagers with worry. As the battle intensified, the temple floor cracked beneath them, and Narakasura surged forward, enveloping the elder in a thick cloud of darkness. The elder's light dimmed, but he stood his ground, gathering all his strength for one final stand, as the villagers gasped in terror. In a final burst of divine energy, the elder released a blinding light, driving Narakasura back. The dark smoke evaporated, and the temple began to stabilize as the cracks sealed. The villagers rushed to the elder's side, who stood victorious, his staff still glowing faintly, as peace returned to the temple. Inside the now peaceful temple of Kalapur, the once intense storm has cleared. The atmosphere is tranquil, and the glow from the altar has faded. The elder, weary but victorious, stands in silence, having banished Narakasura's spirit. The villagers, once filled with fear, now surround the elder outside the temple. Their expressions are a mixture of gratitude and exhaustion, as they begin to understand that the nightmare of Narakasura has come to an end. As the sun rises over Kalapur, the village, freed from Narakasura's curse, comes back to life. The villagers, filled with hope, prepare to rebuild their lives, their hearts lightened by the elder's victory in the defeat of the ancient evil. The elder, now visibly exhausted, leans on his staff as the villagers gather around, expressing their gratitude. The storm has cleared, and the sky is calm. While the villagers begin rebuilding the temple, the elder's gaze remains fixed on the horizon, sensing a lingering darkness despite the recent victory. As they work, a faint shadow looms over the distant hills. The elder watches carefully, gripping his staff tightly. The villagers, unaware of his concern, continue their efforts, but the atmosphere grows tense. The elder silently prepares for the dark force that may still come. That night, as the village sleeps, a faint glow from the hills signals the rise of a new ominous threat. The elder keeps vigil, his eyes locked on the glowing hills, sensing that something dark is returning as the winds begin to stir once more. In the 1980s, deep in the rural village of Kolhapur, India, an ancient evil stirred. Narakasura, a malevolent spirit, awoke from his underworld slumber, his name whispered in terror by villagers who told of his cruel possessions driving the innocent to madness and death. On a stormy night, 5 friends, Rohan, Priya, Karan, Neha, and Aryan, ignored warnings and entered the abandoned palace on Kolhapur's outskirts, a decaying ruin known as Narakasura's lair. The air grew thick with dark energy, candles flickered wildly, casting twisted shadows on the mossy walls, and Priya, trembling, pleaded, "Let's leave, this place is cursed." But Rohan, driven by reckless curiosity, led them deeper. Suddenly, Narakasura appeared, his glowing red eyes freezing them as he hissed, "You shall suffer." One by one, the curse consumed them. Karan, possessed, hacked Neha with a rusty axe, her screams echoing. Aryan, eyes empty, drowned Priya in the churning river nearby. Rohan, the last survivor, fled, but Narakasura's curse clung to him, twisting his mind with a thirst for violence, his eyes bloodshot. Villagers found him over his friends' bodies, snarling, "Narakasura lives through me," before he vanished into the night. Terrified, they sealed the palace, hoping to trap the evil forever. Yet, on full moon nights, when the wind howled through Kolhapur's deserted streets, villagers trembled, knowing Narakasura's curse lingered, waiting. Years later, Maya, a bold young journalist, arrived in Kolhapur, determined to uncover the truth. Exploring the ghostly village, she found an ancient text in the palace ruins, revealing Narakasura's origins, a powerful king who sought immortality through forbidden rituals, his ambition birthing a dark force that made him a malevolent spirit bound to the palace. In its depths, she discovered Rohan, now an old man, chained, his eyes glowing with Narakasura's energy, whispering, "Free me, and I'll reveal how to end the curse." Wary but resolute, Maya freed him, only for Narakasura's power to surge through Rohan, his voice turning demonic as he led her to a sacred dagger, said to banish the spirit. In the palace's heart, Rohan, fully possessed, blocked her, growling, "You'll never leave alive." Maya plunged the dagger into his heart, Narakasura's scream shaking the walls. Chanting ancient incantations from the text, she drove the dagger into the palace's dark crystal, the source of Narakasura's power, shattering it in a blinding flash. The palace collapsed, entombing the spirit's evil. Kolhapur slowly revived, villagers returning to rebuild, hailing Maya as a hero. Yet, she left with a heavy heart, knowing some truths should stay buried. Whispers of Narakasura's return still haunt Kolhapur, and on full moon nights, when shadows twist and the wind carries sinister murmurs, villagers lock their doors, fearing the curse may rise again. Will Maya's courage keep Narakasura entombed, or will his evil reclaim Kolhapur's soul?